Hello, everybody! What is going on? It's your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Rose, back at it again with another Stories from the Savagelands video. We got a few things to go over before we get into the meat and potatoes of the session. So let's rapid fire. First off, viewers at home, you will realize that there is a backdrop now. Short version, that is because I have to have two tabs open on my main monitor right here because everything that I had made work last session is now not working, and I don't know how I made it work. So, I now have to have two tabs open, and now because of that, because I didn't want an extremely boring background, I decided to do a border type thing. Yeah, it's black for right now, but that's because I'm currently in the process of working on something, a brand new background, so it's going to be black for the foreseeable future until I have the time to sit down and actually do it. You'll notice that it's just a simple Stories from the Savagelands, and it's got everybody's characters, which you may notice some of them look different, especially in the intro. You guys may notice that there is a new character, which will be introduced in the session. We'll get to that soon. Everybody's character, some people's character arts may look a little different. We will go over that in just a minute. I do have just one last thing channel-wise that I need to go over. At some point during the ad read, you guys will see that the discount code is RozetheMage rather than RozetheMage, and that is because all of my birthday extravaganza videos have already been uploaded and recorded, ready to go, and I don't know how many people read the descriptions. Not throwing shade. I know I don't do it a whole lot either. The promo code for Dubby, my 10% code, will continue to be RozetheMage until July 1st. And that is to prevent any confusion and people not being able to get their 10% off because, the code doesn't exist. All right. Now that we got that stuff out of... Oh, real quick. I did also want to mention that new dice... I would like to announce that each time the players level up, I will be treating myself to a new set of dice to possibly obliterate them with. So, we'll see how it goes. All right. Now that I've gotten all of my stuff out of the way, we got some stuff to discuss with level 2. If you guys have not watched the last session, I highly recommend you do so. It was a crazy freaking ride. And towards the end, our players leveled up. So we're going to start with the amazing person here on my right, and we'll go around from there. And yeah, we'll Jack, what's level 2 looking like for Rexius?
Hello, all of you lovely human beings. So, as Rexius is growing a little bit older, a little bit stronger, he's starting to realize that his specialty of close quarters combat isn't quite working the way he would like it to here in the Savagelands. It's not as effective as he wants it to be. So, rather than trying to focus on that, he is drawing on this reserve of dark power deep within himself that he wasn't even aware was there until recently. Multi-classed into Shadow Magic Sorcerer.
Ooh, nice. I can't say I've had a Shadow Magic Sorcerer at my table, so we'll see how fun or absolutely destructive it's going to be. All right, going down, we've got Max. Max, what is level 2 looking like for, well, Max?
Max here, she's prospering. She finally decided being just a rogue wasn't efficient enough. So not only am I a rogue, but I'm also a ranger.
Ooh.
Now that I'm a ranger, I get to help my party out with various terrains, and now I can speak other languages as well. So nice. I'm gonna have to focus on a mix of both of picking locks and mapping out our travels.
That does remind me, Ranger, I gotta ask, what did you choose as your favored enemy?
As for my favorite enemy, it's constructs.
All right, all right. I will say that Scrapplemals are considered constructs, so that was a good choice because Scrapplemals are very common in the Savagelands. So good choice there. Next up, we've got the amazing Metal Master. What's level 2 looking like for Church?
Church is still working the ways of his fists and his weapon ways. He is sticking to monk for the time being.
All right, all right. Any new features you got for level 2 monk?
Wait and see.
Ooh, okay, all right, all right. All right, next up, looking like we've got Mark. Mark, you are up.
All right. Well, I took it. I took a level in the same class, and I was able to choose a new my subclass. And let's just say that I'm a lot faster and a lot less squishy than I used to be.
Ooh, okay, all right. All right, I understand the mystery. All right, next we are looking at Cindric. What's level 2 looking like for Noah Constantine?
Sticking with the way of the Blood Hunter. I may branch out later, but for now, I'm sticking with it.
All right, I do gotta ask with Blood Hunters since you are my first ever Blood Hunter. Any new features you got at level 2?
Yes, I now have a ability of
Hey, Cindric, pause for a moment. Pause for a moment. Your audio's choppy. Let's wait for it to catch up, I guess. Is it choppy for anyone else, or is it just me?
Crimson.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Could you try disconnecting and
Apply an
reconnect?
element to my window and extra sure.
All right, yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. A little bit of technical difficulties happens all the time. You know, we try to make sure everything's up and running before we hit record, but we can't possibly predict for everything. So thank you guys for being so patient with us. Looks like Cindric is back in the voice chat. Let's just wait for them to. Hopefully everything's working now.
That's better.
Give me a minute. Try saying something.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
We are good. We are good. All right. So start from the beginning.
Yes. I have stuck with my Blood Hunter class for now. I gain an ability known as Crimson Right. Starting right now, I get to do an extra 1d4 extra damage of element. I have chose lightning for my element.
All right.
Since I can do fire damage with my incendiary rounds.
All right. That is pretty good.
And when my Hemocraft die increases, so does the damage.
Ooh, nice. Looks like everyone made some super amazing choices for their level 2. I mean, any choice they would have made is a good choice because I believe in player agency and players should be able to choose whatever the heck they want. Anyways, all right. Time to get into the meat and potatoes of the session. So, where we last left off, you guys had just came back from the town of Deep Slate, and you managed to give the Quicksilver to Lokiarus, and those of you who speak Infernal heard him mutter under his breath, "The Lord of Rust shall rise again." How do you guys react to this?
May I use a history check to try to figure out if I've heard that before?
Yes, history check, and while you're rolling the history check, Mark, you were starting to say something.
Yes, I was going to ask if I could roll to see if I could figure out if I've ever heard of it as well.
Go ahead and roll history. Anyone else who understood what he said? So I believe that's just Jack, Cindric, and Mark. So if you guys want, go ahead and roll a history check. Got the game log pulled up right over here on my handy dandy tablet. All right, we are looking at a 14 for Hugin, a 21 for, ooh, nice, 21 for Rexius, and for Noah.
I got a 14 since I have advantage on my history checks.
Max, I saw you did a roll. Do you speak Infernal? Or do you at least
I
understand?
officially speak Infernal. I
Oh.
officially understand Infernal.
Okay, all right. Unfortunately,
Like
though, with a 5, you don't really recall anything. But for everyone else, for everyone that's Rexius, Noah, and Mark, you guys know the Lord of Rust from a very long time ago. It was a sorcerer who wanted to stop the technological advancements of the Savagelands. They're not necessarily like the barbaric tribes that you've encountered. One of them being the tribe of orcs. Orcs are well known to kind of stay away from the technology. They are completely fine. Like, they're just like, keep that technology away from me. You can use it if you want to, but keep it away from us. The Lord of Rust was a wizard who wanted all technology purged from the Savagelands and kind of practiced in some dark magic, which altered him physically. So he is now a skeleton made of rust. And he died a very long time ago. But on his deathbed, he did promise that the Lord of Rust shall rise again. Since then, there have been rumors of a cult trying to resurrect him, and Rexius, based on your history check of a 21, you know that Lokiarus, saying that phrase, you alone, Rexius, know that he is a member of this cult. This cult it's a real deal. It's not just rumors anymore, and he's a part of it. So, knowing this information now, what do you guys do?
Someone should probably try to stop this lunatic.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of look around at my party members, almost all of whom are carrying some kind of technology, and go, oh man. And I'm gonna cast Mold Earth.
All right.
I'm basically trying to make him fall into a hole.
Okay, make him fall into a hole. All right, what?
And I would like to use my bonus action as able to use my Bloodbind ability to restrict his movements.
Ooh, okay.
To make it so he can't. It is Blood Curse of Binding. As a bonus action, I can attempt to bind a large or smaller creature within 30 feet. They must just make a strength saving throw, or their speed is reduced to 0.
All right. We'll do Jack first because he spoke up first, and then, yes, we will do your thing. All right, Mold Earth, you say you are trying to make him fall into a hole. Does he have to make a save for that?
So, Mold Earth is just a cantrip, but essentially what I'm doing is, on the spot he's standing in, I'm making a 5-foot deep hole in that exact spot.
Okay. We will say that he is definitely surprised by this, and therefore will not be able to make a save. So he falls into the hole. And now, as for Noah, you said it's
I would like to Strength DC 13, and I'm amplifying it, making the curse last for 1 minute.
Holy smokes. Okay. All right. If the DC...
But I have to make a 1d4 roll and take that damage.
All right.
I rolled a 2, so I'm taking 2 damage.
All right. 2 damage, and you said the DC was 13, correct?
Right, but I am not quite sure if amplifying it applies it automatically. Just to be clear, it is unclear about that part.
Well, regardless if it automatically applies or not, he failed the save regardless. You see,
He can repeat a saving throw at the end of his turn, but since we're not in combat, I don't think that would work.
understood?
Can I do something?
Mark, yes, you can go ahead and do something. What are you looking to do, my friend?
Well, this guy is some kind of crazy cultist. Would I be able to put him to sleep and subdue him?
Yes. If I remember correctly, the sleep spell is a certain amount of hit dice. So roll those dice and let me know what. Oh wait, I got it right here.
Also, he can't make any reactions if he was going to plan on trying to dispel the sleep spell.
Understood. I figured that makes sense. You're literally restraining him. But yeah, it's good to know that for future reference.
So,
Don't know why it doesn't say they can't make attacks, since if they can't take reactions, I don't think they could attack. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, as DM, I'm going to chalk it up as if they can't take reactions, they can't attack. That makes no sense.
Yeah, agreed.
But, you know, not dissing against the Holy Lord Matt Mercer. Everything. Things just slip through the cracks sometimes.
Agreed.
Mark, whenever
Alright,
you're ready, go ahead and roll those sleep dice for me. Ooh, we're looking at 5d8. Okay.
20.
Okay, so he actually does have more than 20 HP, so the sleep spell is not effective, correct?
Yeah, unfortunately.
But good effort.
I will, as a bonus action, engage what is called Blade Song.
Blade Song. All right. For the new players out there, could you explain what Blade Song is?
Essentially, it basically makes me the Flash.
Oh. All right. Well, so from the bottom of the hole, Lokiarus shouts, "What is the meaning of this? I gave you your payment. You should have walked away when you had the chance."
Yeah, mate, don't talk in the language that pretty much all of us can understand.
You will pay for this. With that, you guys start to feel the ground shake beneath you, as
I'd like to try use a reaction to sleep bullet him.
To sleep bullet. All right, go ahead and make a roll to hit.
That is a 16 plus 6.
A 16 plus 6. That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. And does he make a save against sleeping?
Yes, it's a DC 14. I believe is what we agreed upon, since and it's fixed, so it can't increase.
All right, give me...
These are chemically made, not a spell or anything.
Okay. I could have sworn High Elves had advantage against being put to sleep, but I guess it's advantage against being charmed. So, and you said it was Dex based, correct?
I don't know what we said. I just said DC 14. I think this, in my opinion, this would be Constitution. You know, trying to stay awake. What's the sleep spell usually go off of?
Well, the sleep spell has no save. It's you roll dice and any creature with that amount of HP or less immediately falls asleep, no save.
I would say Constitution, since you're trying to keep yourself from going to sleep.
I'm going to say Constitution 2 with a DC of 15. He does succeed with a 17.
Well, he still takes damage, so...
He does still take damage.
He wouldn't take damage. It's an induction to try to put people to sleep in case we need them alive, so no. you
All
wouldn't
right.
take damage.
That's right. That's right. We did discuss about that. Talk about that privately. Even with the sleep bullet, though, that does not stop the ground from rumbling. As oh wait, hold up. We got to pause for the cause. I completely forgot to give you all the link before this started.
I have a copy of the link, so I'm good.
I'm pretty sure it's a new link every time. I could be wrong, however, but I'll just go ahead and paste
It
that.
looks like a wooden area, I'm guessing,
Yes.
with a
Yeah, you guys are currently in the Diamond Heart Inn. So just a few quick features I would like to go over. Thing number one being the red square with the semi-dark tiles. That is the doors. Any like PNGs I found on the internet, because all of these tokens that I use are PNGs. Any of them they seemed like too thin, and I didn't want people to get confused, so I just kind of did my own thing. So these are the doors, and then this arrow. When you guys join, you will see a red arrow pointing towards the left. That is which direction the stairs are going. That arrow is not there. Obviously not there in the tavern. That's a out of game note to let you guys know that the stairs go upstairs this way to lead up to the next floor. All right. So as we are getting everyone ready to join in, Metal, yes, I see you got your hand up. This isn't school, but I appreciate that.
When you were questioning if elves have advantage against being put to sleep, you had me checking the player's handbook for this. Out of an impulse.
Oh?
And Fey Ancestry. They have advantage on saving throws against being charmed and magic and cannot be put to sleep.
Oh, okay. All right. We know that for future reference.
Alex, I did not know he was an elf.
Yeah, he
neither
is.
did I.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I just realized. So what we'll go ahead and do is, unfortunately, the bullet is expended. But as for the sleep spell, matter of fact, no. You know what I'll do? Cindric, put a sleep bullet back in your inventory, and Mark, give yourself that spell slot that you used back. Okay. And just for future reference, should you guys do it again, it will count as expended. But because it's something new, we didn't know, I do allow freebies. But anyways, so as you guys can see, you guys are in the Diamond Heart Inn. Is everybody in?
Yeah.
I am not.
All right, Jack, we are waiting on you, and Mark, are we waiting on you as well?
I can't. Give me 1 second. I have to fix the thing because I have difficulty because I'm on a tablet.
Oh, okay. All right, my apologies.
Did you resend the link?
Yes, it is in general. It is in general. We'll go ahead and take a quick pause. Everybody go ahead and mute their mics. Let's go ahead and do a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll move from there. Are you looking for an energy drink powder that won't leave you feeling like a jittery mess? Then look no further than the sponsor of this video, Dubby. All you have to do is take 1 scoop of Dubby's drink powder, 8 to 16 ounces of water, you shake it all up, and boom, you have the perfect energy drink that's packed with neurotropics, vitamins, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. But wait, there's more. Dubby also has a secret weapon, one that is both natural and patented, one that is derived from the finest coffee cherries and has been clinically proven to boost brain performance. And that weapon is Neurofactor. Not only will you be energized, but you'll be firing on all cylinders too. And there's more where that came from, because Dubby is sugar-free, calorie-free, maltodextrin-free, and has no artificial coloring. It's basically the holy grail of energy drinks. And there's no reason not to try Dubby. With their $14.49 plus shipping and handling starter pack, you get an awesome shaker cup and 2 single-serve packets of their Beach and Peach and Dragonade. It's the perfect way to try Dubby without buying a full tub. So what are you waiting for? Go to www.dubby.gg or click the link down below and use my special code MilesTheMage for 10% off your order. Thank you, Dubby, so much for sponsoring. And now, back to the video. All right, everyone, we are back. Although we do, it does look like Metal Master has disappeared for a moment. Oh no, wait, hey, here he is. All right. So we got one, 1, 2, 3, and then the question marks is me. You guys, as viewers, cannot see. All right. So we are waiting on, we are still waiting on 2 people. So we are going to go ahead and take a quick pause, and we will see you all once everything is situated. Hello, everybody. We are back, and unfortunately, we've got some sad news to go with it. Owlbear Rodeo is currently not working. They are going to be upgrading to their version 2.0 in July, and I don't know if that's like kind of causing some problems for some people in 1.0 because I haven't transferred over yet. And every now and again, if I like refresh the tab or somebody joins, all they'll see is like the outlines of the objects and tokens, but nothing will be there, and then we'll say unable to find owner of assets. It's really annoying. I thought I fixed the problem. I guess I didn't, and I guess I really do have to convert over to 2.0, which has a bunch of new features if I read the article properly, but yeah, I'll definitely have to toy around with that. So for right now, unfortunately, no map, but you get to see our beautiful faces. So, and we'll be running off of Theater of the Mind for this. I really did not want to, but we legitimately have no choice. All right, so where were we? Ah, yes. So, you feel the ground beneath you start to shake, and on your guys' right. So if you're looking straight ahead, the hole's like right here. On your right, you see one rust monster rise from the ground. Let me just quickly send y'all a picture in general of what that looks like. Let's go into my file folder. And, whoops, not that one. All right. That, as soon as it finishes processing, man, technical difficulties, you gotta love them. All right, yep, that's, one of those emerges, and then, on your left side, another one emerges. You fools cannot stop what has already started. The Lord of Rust shall rise again! It is time to roll for initiative.
These rust monsters have blood, correct?
You know, give me a minute. Oh, it doesn't say anywhere that they don't, so I'm going to assume that they do.
If they're not machine-like or undead, they usually do, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's a monstrosity, so it's not a construct or undead, so.
Dirty 20.
All right, Noah, let's put you in as that dirty 20. And, yeah. I just realized that something might be...
14.
All right, yeah.
9.
All right, I totally thought something was going on, but then I realized my mic is one thing, and then you guys, your guys' sound is another thing. I started freaking out for a moment. I thought we were gonna have to redo this whole recording again. All right, everyone has rolled for initiative, so let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start off with round 1, turn 1. Hugin, you're up.
All right. I'm going to move and position myself, and I'm going to target all three of them if at all possible.
Hold on, just 1 second, Mark. You're kind
One
of
of
going.
them
You're kind of going in and out.
to make a dexterity save. I'm going to move in a way that I can target them in a 15-foot count. And I'm going to, each one of them needs to make a dexterity save.
All right. We're going to, because Lokiarus is restrained, he automatically fails his dex save. I believe that is part of the restrained condition. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
All right. And the dex save for that. Okay, so the rust monsters both got a 7, which I'm assuming fails. So how much damage are they taking?
All taking 7 points. 7 points of fire damage, and if they're a character, I
Mark, you're kind of
have
going in and out again,
I have
buddy.
40 feet of movement. Okay, since I have 40 feet of movement, I'm going to then use my movement. Oh, they're all taking 7 points of fire damage. I'm going to move back a little bit away from them, so that I'm not within range of them attacking me. I do have 40 feet of movement because my blade song is active.
Got it. Give me just 1 second. I have to enter some information on here. All right. So, wait. I just realized something. Lokiarus is currently in a hole. Would the flames go down towards the hole, or is it just grazing over?
I mean, it's flames, or I can direct it in a way that it would hit him.
All right, got it.
It
Makes
doesn't.
sense. All right. So that is what we are looking at for that. Hugin, anything else you do? All right, we are moving on. Rust Monster number 1 is going to come up to you, Mark, and is going to use a bite attack.
All right.
Does a 16 hit you?
No, it does not. I just sort of matrix out of the way.
All right. And Rust Monster number 2 is going to move down. Let me just double check. All right. So it's got 40 feet of movement. It is going to move down into the hole and is going to pick up, since it doesn't really have arms, it's going to use its antennae to pick up Lokiarus and place him on its back, and then use the remaining movement to climb out. All right, that was Rust Monster 1 and 2. Now it is Noah's turn, and on deck is Rexius.
Okay. So I can either bonus action apply my stop the creature from moving, but it only be for 1 turn since I've
All right, Noah,
only
you're
applied
kind
to him.
of going in and out. Could you repeat what you said?
I can either bonus action apply
And now you're frozen.
my element, not guaranteed. I could either bonus action restrain a creature or bonus action apply my element. But the bonus action restraining him is not guaranteed, and it's only going to last for 1 turn.
And question for you, because you are now restraining...
It's actually going to apply my...
If you were to restrain the rust monster, does that end the restraint on Lokiarus?
No, I was going to... No, so to apply multiple blood sources.
Got it. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Like I said, you are my first blood hunter, so...
Understood. And since I can't, it would only work for one turn, I'm going to go ahead and apply my element. Since... And that's a 1 point of damage.
And that's an auto hit?
To me.
Okay, alright. Sorry, my bad. I forgot you take damage to yourself.
No problem. Now my weapons are applied in or coated with electricity. Lightning damage.
Ooh.
I am going to attack the rust monster that is near us with my scimitar.
So the one that's near Hugin or the one that's got Lokiarus on his back?
Hugin, so I'm going to try something else with him. I got 2 weapons. That's alright, so roll. Nat 20!
Woo! Alright. We're going to do a quick pause on that because I forgot that we talked about this before we continued recording, but I forgot to mention it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing something different with 2-weapon fighting. The short version of it is that you can make 2-weapon fighting as an action rather than a bonus action. The idea from this was... Sorry, I'll let Cindric explain
so long
it.
as you... The idea is if you have the 2-weapon fighting style, specifically, you can use your bonus action attack as a regular attack. However, the rules following the action surge still apply, so you wouldn't get, like, with my... I currently have 2 attacks. If I were to action surge, I would not get 4 attacks.
And the idea from this
is inspired by the Dungeon Bros.
I was going to say that. Do me a quick favor. No, wait, I think it's already in our chat. So the link to that video will be in the description of this video if you guys want to apply this for your games. Sorry for kind of talking over you, Noah. We're having connection issues left, right, and center. I think you stopped talking, and in all actuality, you're continuing to talk. Hopefully this stuff kind of smooths out. All right, so natural 20. As a reminder for my crit rule, you automatically do max damage, and then you roll another damage die, add the results, add any modifiers. Let me know what your total is.
So that is 1d6 plus so that's 6 and 4, that's 10. So well, I think that's I believe the scimitar, yep, 1d6. That is 8 plus 4, so that is 12 plus 10, 28 damage, I believe, if I'm thinking that, I'm doing the math right.
Holy smokes. All right. So the rust
and
monster...
this is counting as magical damage.
Magical damage. Okay. But
because it's applied with the element.
Question, is the scimitar itself magical? Is it a +1, +2, so on and so forth scimitar? There is a very specific reason I am asking.
It is a plus the damage and a +4 a d4 roll.
So is the scimitar a magic scimitar?
It is magical because I am applying the element to it.
But without the element, no.
Correct.
Okay, so the reason why I ask is because the rust monsters have a specific ability that is crucial that I read aloud. Any non-magical weapon made of metal that hits the rust monster corrodes. After dealing damage, the weapon takes a permanent and cumulative, I cannot say that word normally. -1 penalty to damage rolls. If its penalty drops to -5, the weapon is destroyed. Non-magical ammunition made of metal that hits the monster is destroyed after dealing damage. So the reason why I asked is because if your scimitar itself is magic without applying your element, then I would have just skipped this. I wouldn't have said anything and we would have moved on. But considering the fact that the scimitar
Right.
itself is not magical, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the -1 penalty shall apply.
Fair enough. So after this, I'm probably going to need a new scimitar.
Yes. All right. So right now, your scimitar has a -1 to damage, not to hit. Your 2 hits stays the same. But if you keep attacking with the scimitar, it will go up to a -2, -3, -4, -5 after each attack. Only successful attacks, not. So if you were to miss, then it's not going to apply as a -2. It's just going to be a -1. Mark,
Okay.
your box is looking like you are trying to talk. Are you trying to say something, or is that just background noise?
It's most likely background noise. I was going to say that because my rapier is technically silvered, it is considered, for all intents and purposes, magical.
Yes, that is. Oh wait, yeah, you didn't attack with the rapier, but thank you for bringing that up. All right, so Noah, you made 1 attack and you brought up 2 weapon fighting, so I'm going to assume you're going to make another attack. What are you doing?
Right. This thing, since now apparently I gotta fight it at range, gonna have to rely more on my gun. I'm gonna take shoot it with my gun, which is, I believe it also is applied with the electric damage. So correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is. And I'm gonna add an extra bit of corrosive damage to try to melt it.
All right, go ahead and
So
make
that's
me a roll to hit. Rust Monster 1 is dead, but however, when your scimitar hit it, it applied the rust thing, so.
I took it down in 1 shot. I'm happy.
Wait, what?
Plus, I was gonna say, I needed a new one anyway. This one was getting pretty rusted. Hence, the new scimitar in the photo. So that is a 13 plus 6, so a 19.
A 19 to hit hits. Go ahead and roll for
Alright, I'm
damage.
aiming for the other rust monster, since I would like to try make sure, see if we can't get some answers out of him. So that is 2d4 for acid and lightning. That is 6 additional damage plus 2d8. That is 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4, so 10. 17 damage of lightning, regular piercing bolt, and acidic. 3 of each. 6 of it would be acidic and lightning.
All right, the rust monster is not down yet, but it is looking very critical. Next up on the initiative order is Rexius, and then after Rexius will be Max.
So, I had
Figured
wanted
if they're
to.
wreck monsters, acid might do some extra damage to them, or at the very least do something.
The acid does nothing special. I will go ahead and say that.
Figured I might as well give it a shot.
I'm sorry, Jack.
Down
Go
in
ahead.
Anyways, as I was trying to say, I had wanted to do this before combat, but I wasn't able to because I couldn't. I didn't want to talk over Cindric. So I'm going to. I'm It is the one that had Lokiarus on its back that is dead, correct?
No, the one that is attacking Hugin is dead. The one that is carrying Lokiarus is critical.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna have to use my action to try and bring it down so I can get to Lokiarus to do what I wanted to do before combat. So chromatic orb.
Chromatic.
That-
All right. May I ask what chromatic orb does?
So chromatic orb, I'm gonna bring it up. It is an attack spell for which I choose the damage type.
Okay.
It has a range of 90 feet. I'm basically hurling a 4-inch diameter ball of energy. So it's kind of like, as far as what it would look like, Rexius is basically summoning a giant Rasengan and just throwing it.
Okay. All right. So a 14
And I'm going to choose to have it do lightning damage specifically.
lightning damage. All right. And a 14 hits on the dot. So go ahead and roll that damage.
All right.
It was at 3
And it's
HP.
18 lightning damage.
Yeah, it was at 3 HP, so it is basically being cooked right now, not by fire, but by freaking lightning. With that, it falls to the ground. Lokiarus kind of like he's like stiff as a board. Like I'm talking like this. So he kind of just like timber falls over, and
So
because because both the rust monsters are now dead, we are officially out of initiative.
Before he could even make a saving throw.
Rex, actually, yeah, fair point. I did kind of forget to mention that, or talk about that. We will continue to be in initiative. I'm so sorry. I know I just said we were out, but for mechanic purposes, we do kind of have to stay in initiative. At least for a little bit. I will let you guys know immediately when we are out of initiative. Rexius, chromatic orb does damage. Is there anything else that you do?
yes, so I'm going to use my movement to get over to Lokiarus, and I want to take the... Okay, 1 second. My computer decided to start playing YouTube for the third time today.
That is weird.
So I'm going over to Lokiarus, I'm going to grab the container of Quicksilver that we had gotten.
Okay, grab the Quicksilver. Got it.
I'm taking that away from him. And then I want to
Pause just for 1 minute, Jack. You are... Pause for 1 minute. You're kind of going in and out. Try saying something.
1 second.
Okay. Once again, guys,
Better?
sorry for the technical difficulties. Everybody has them. We can't fix them. Jack, yes, I can hear you much better now.
Okay. So after I take the Quicksilver from him, I'm probably either holding it in my hand or putting it in my bag or like in my armor with me.
Okay.
I essentially want to hold my hand over his face and prepare another chromatic orb. I obviously can't cast it yet, but I'm preparing one.
Understood. With that, he is definitely looking frightened. What the hell is wrong with all of you? Why couldn't you just take the gold and walk away?
We're not that stupid.
A one? You spoke in Infernal. That's never a good
You serve a crazy god who wants to be opposite, who basically wants to take us back to the Dark Ages. That's not very good for people like me.
All right, and so Rexius preparing chromatic orb, not casting because you can't. So next up is Max. Max, is there anything you're wanting to do?
A boomerang. I have a boomerang right in my hands. And since we're not in initiative, I think I can't just. I mean, I could just smack the guy with the boomerang to at least do some damage, so that at least just hit him hard enough that he'll be knocked out.
I would like to mention
So
that
at least
he is.
capture that guy.
I would like to mention that he is restrained right now because of the blood curse, and he does pose no threat right now. If you still want to go through with the boomerang thing,
But he
then,
might be able to summon more of those. True, but he might still be able to summon more of those rust monsters.
So it's better safe than sorry.
I just I was gonna let you do it regardless. I did want to let you know that if the reason why you were doing it was because you thought he could still do something, like cast a spell or something, he's restrained right now. But yeah,
Verbal spells.
verbal spells.
Even if
Yes.
he's restrained, verbal.
All right. So a boomerang to hit. Yeah, with a 21, don't bother rolling for damage. You knock him upside the head. And
Knocked him out.
with that defeats the whole
Swat.
reason I kept the whole turn order thing. Okay. All right. So you guys now. Thankfully, when the rust monsters came in, there were no patrons. Like, he was the only one, and even then, not even the bartender was there. You guys assume he probably went to smoke a cigarette, or not a cigarette, a rust joint, or something. So it is literally just you guys and Lokiarus and 2 holes where rust monsters came from. All right.
Any way we can salvage something from the rust monsters while someone ties him up? So that only lasts so long. Someone should tie him up just in case, but that's not gonna last very long.
All right. And you said you wanted to walk over to the rust monster and do something?
Is there anything we can salvage of the spell?
Sorry, you're kind of going in and out. Could you repeat that again?
Any salvage the spell, like rust arrows that rust whatever they hit.
Go ahead, and I'm going to say go ahead and make a survival check to see if you will actually be able to do that. But before you make that check, I do have something I would like to narrate real quick. As you are walking over, a bucket kind of just like appears out of nowhere, and it kind of catches you off guard, and you end up kicking it. As you kick the bucket, you see like a sort of green liquid kind of pour out and immediately take shape. I am sending you guys a picture of what they look like in the general chat now. This time I had the thing already pulled up, so after it takes a minute to process, you guys will get to see what they look like. Hello! Oh my gosh! Oh, I was trapped in that bucket for so long! The goblin turns to you, Noah, and says, "Thank you so much, friend. I suppose I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm Bucket, and making friends is, something I really like doing."
Hello there, Bucket. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Sir, are these your friends as well talking to you, Noah?
Yeah. I'm just confused. Did someone tie him up, by the way?
Yeah,
Trying to quickly change his stuff.
I'll grab my robe.
Well, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. As I said, my name is Bucket, and now that you've sort of, oh, how do I put this? Release me. I would like to, I would like to be your friend. All right, quick pause out of character. So, the introduction of Bucket is a thing that I incorporated to where if a player is not able to show up, and or if you guys just feel like you need the extra help, you guys have a friend to help you. Now, while I will be narrating and playing, obviously I will not be like giving away any sort of puzzle answers or anything like that. This is just my way of being able to fill in for someone who is not able to make it without playing their character, because I really don't like doing that, because I feel like I don't play people's characters how they want to be played. So,
I'm currently checking the crazy man. I rolled a 20.
all right,
A dirty
investigation.
one.
On Lokiarus, you see some items of interest, including bracers of defense and a cloak of protection. Um, normally I think the identify spell is pretty ridiculous. If you're a spellcaster, you know magic items. But if you're not a spellcaster, that's where
Okay.
things like identify or taking it to be appraised or whatever. So he currently has on him, he has like very minimal stuff. He's got a quarterstaff, his spell book. The big things of the really big things of note are bracers of defense and a cloak of protection, which he is currently wearing.
I will take the
Well-
bracers in the spell book unless somebody.
What do the two? How much AC do those two items give you?
The Cloak of Protection gives you a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, but you have to be attuned to it. Both of these items require attunement. And the bracers give you a +2 when you are wearing no armor or shield. You cannot wear armor or use a shield.
Oh, then if he's taking the bracers, I'll take the cloak, since the best armor that I can wear just gives me an extra +1 to AC. So might as well wear the weaker one and still get stealth.
All right. And Bucket walks up to you, because I do kind of want to just quickly finish that off real quick. Bucket walks up to you and says, anytime you need me, just grab that bucket and either put it on your head like a funny little hat, or you could do what you just did and kick the bucket. Pun not intended. I wanted to say thank you so much. I've been trapped in that bucket for so long. I don't mind going back in there now, because I can see you all are really busy right now. But I promise, I am your friend. No lies. I care for all of my friends. I actually have healing magic. I am a cleric. But if any of you should get hurt, let's say I have kind of an angry side. Just try your best not to exploit it. Well, I should get back to the bucket. Bye. And with that, Bucket kind of places her hand on the bucket, and she just morphs into that liquid form and goes into the bucket. Noah, Mark, or whoever wants to carry the bucket, doesn't really matter. I see that Jack wants to carry it.
Bucket. I want the bucket.
Okay.
Hey, bucket lift!
I'm gonna roll my survival check on the rust monsters
That is right. I completely
with
forgot.
advantage. That's a 17 plus 5, so 22.
With a 22, you are able to. Do you have vials or any sort of bottle?
Got chemical stuff, so I would assume it comes with a few vials.
Yeah, I'm going to say it comes with I'm going to say it comes with 4 vials. And you are successfully able to extract 2 vials worth of this rust monster special Rust, which will apply the Rust ability, which I will go ahead and copy and paste and send over to you personally, and then we can do any craft checks that may be required for that. We can do those off camera, so that way we don't slow down the session. I just went ahead and sent it to you, so just go ahead and take a look at that whenever possible. But yeah, so the Rust Monster thing, and then Lokiarus is officially tied up. I'm not one of those sicko DMs that makes you roll for that. That is so dumb. And that was a thing in 4th edition, apparently. You had to roll for, like, how strong the knot would be. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. But unfortunately, looking at the time, that is going to have to be the end of this session here. Looks like we'll have to do an interrogation episode next session. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, if you like what you see, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell, ding, 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 and join the notification station, the whole shebang, shaboodle, the whole kit and caboodle, if you know what I mean. Once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and this is Rose and Friends signing off. Goodbye!
Okay.